Hey guys, it's NeverSink and today I want to give you a super short monk video. I've heard a lot of people in my stream chat complain that they are dying with the monk, they're having troubles with the combos, and I just want to give you a rundown what I used to beat the campaign in normal and crew. It's a bit of an unusual video for me at 6 AM in the morning, so excuse me if I blabber, my sleep rhythm is disturbed. I've definitely played way too much, been no-lifing PoE2 very hard. It's out since a little bit over 24 hours, and this is a T1 map, so it's kind of like harder content than anything you'll find in the campaign. I hope I won't die there. Right, let me show you some stuff. So in general, this build kills most bosses I've encountered in less than 30 seconds. I think I killed all egg bosses in less than a minute, vastly less than that. Right, so normal trash really dies if you do Ice Strike. The real strength isn't actually visible here, the DPS is kinda right? Not using any other skills. Now Monk is a combo character, so you do want to put combo things out. So we're gonna add a bell there, and the bell is actually doing a lot of work. And I'm using Ice Bite as my main attack because Ice Bite allows me to take on larger groups and it consistently freezes everything in place. I've seen a lot of people use Flurry as a main attack, and while it's possible, this will usually lead to you dying very easily because Flurry doesn't freeze and Flurry moves you ahead. So you attack, it moves. Ice Bite dashes but doesn't move further than that. So this is highly useful. So the next combo I want to show you that is incredibly useful. Now, of course, you know the bell. The bell is very famous, right? But the bell can be used incredibly well with Whirling Assault. So let me show you that. This combo basically deletes bosses. It just obliterates everything. Right, so let me find something that is it's more HP than the rest. When you need a Forea. Okay, let's imagine those Foreas, right? This, and then go against them. It performs a whole bunch of hits. I'll show you all my gems, passive and so forth a little bit later. But let's move on. So then, Locus is a highly underrated skill. This is your level 1 skill, and it's still great in the endgame. It reliably freezes all kinds of targets, and it's great to start a combo with. So my usual combos are something like, oh, that's a boss, right? Oh I am. Wait, this guy, right? So a few attacks, hit, bell, right? Bell, and then to delete it. You can also combine it with charge stuff, and it becomes very pretty. Let me show you. Attack, bell, and then you dash against the bell, and the charge staff fires projectiles all over the place, being very, very powerful. Now I've been holding back a little bit. Let's combine this now. Dash to enemies with Ice Bite. Dash to enemies with Ice Bite, that's a bot. Slap a bell. Dash against the bell, sorry, go against the bell. You can also initiate with Hand of China, that allows you to also apply a mark and a curse. I'm using Enfeeble and Voltaic Mark there. You should also play with VSD. Be careful here because I have super bad resist still. My 30 fire resist and definitely way too weak to run these maps. So yeah, definitely to improve my gear. Just got through maps recently. I can complete like 3 or 4 of them. Right. What else can I show you? If you're going Invoker, Avatar form is incredibly well equipped. The strength of this combo is that, especially with Avatar form, you freeze everything. I've had bosses that never were able to move. They were either stunned or frozen consistently the whole boss fight. Unfortunately, there's no boss on this map, but I hope you can see it with other monsters. Things just don't get to move. I mean, that's very nice. Right, I'm gonna pause here. Just let me show you some other things. So my gem setup. Onboard avatar with fire master. You can put duration there, but I'll talk about that later. Ice strike, right? Martial tempo, primal armament, rage. You can put ice bite here earlier before primal armament. Whirling onslaught, whirling assault. Sorry, close combat, conduction, momentum. Conduction is there so that it's easier to trigger the shocks. You get shocks from a whole bunch of things like added shock damage. There's a few things that I get there. It works fairly well. You can definitely replace conduction there. It's probably the weakest link there. The other ones are also quite good, but we are mostly dealing damage with the bell, not the whirling assault. So you can put whatever there, honestly. Tempest spell is important. Magnified effect, conquer effect, and heavy swing leads to you still having good AoE, but incredibly good damage. Then frozen locust with ice bite and glaciation. Ice bite helps if you place it and then destroy it. It will explode and usually it will freeze enemies, and when it freezes someone, all your attacks will deal extra cold damage. In a similar way, using Ice Bite with Rage gives all your attacks more damage, so it can boost also the bell, right? Very important. Head of Chila with Enfeeble, Rotate, Mark, and Heighten Curse. Healing Power with Behead and Soul Drain. I'm not using it much at this point, but it's still a nice dash. I'll probably replace it with something else once I'll get my third Ascendancy. Trying that in a sec, probably after sleep a bit. Punch Staff with Perpetual Charge, Lightning Infusion, and Innovate. Just a way for you to buff up the staff a little bit and use it more often. Lingering Illusion, trying this out, I'm not sure I like it, but with Persistence and Profusion it generates sufficient charges right now. Finally, we have Herald of Ice with Cold Diffusion, Clarity, and Cannibalism, just to help me a little bit with mana and survival. Here my items have a pretty good stave. It's not great at this point, it's a 45 stave, but during the beginning of the Cruel campaign it was pretty good. I have a Mind Rune here, but it's not doing quite as much work. As you can see, the rest of my gear, the body's armor is also nice. It's kind of very meh. It's stuff that is definitely needs some replacement. Here's my passive tree. So I went for I Am Thunder and I Shall Rage. Later I'm going to get Leading Grace and protect them from harm. The tree itself focuses on all kind of element application, a little bit of crit, penetration, accuracy, attack speed, dexterity, evasion. Evasion does a lot of work here. Crit, and of course all of the stave nodes. I'm going there right now. Right, that's more or less it. What else is there to say? Use VSD. During the beginning of the game, you can move and use Glacial Cascade at once. Use Frozen Locust. Frozen Locust is amazing, especially at the beginning of the game. If you're struggling, Frozen Locust, then move and use Glacial Cascade while moving. Bomb Wave does the same thing later on. I think those are my main tips. Honestly, use Ice Bite. It's amazing. Well, that's more or less it. If you want to see me play more, I'll be streaming tomorrow online. I also intend to make like a mini filter and publish that for you so that you can find your items a little bit easier when they drop. Now it's not going to be my full filter, so it's not going to be like support for Filter Blade for now. Give me a few weeks, but it'll help you. It'll help you identify the right items. Right, thanks, I hope this helps. Don't die. Bye.